Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. I'm going to play that song again in a second. All right, so today we are here. Thanks for coming in, everyone. I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. We are here to talk about the animals. And we're also here to remind you that tofu doesn't scream. So let's put that necklace on today. If you haven't tried tofu yet, it's something you could look into. Tofu doesn't scream, doesn't feel pain, but animals do feel pain. Animals want to live. They don't want to be in cages. They don't want to be skinned alive or skinned even when they're dead. We have a moral duty to help the animals, and that is what we're intending to do here. If you have never thought about the animals before, I encourage you to do so. And if you've never met me before, I have been vegan now for 10 years, and this is my happy vegan declaration day card. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Thank you very much for being here and for helping me. Hi, everyone. Hi, John. Thanks for coming in, John. Thanks for being so kind. Hi, Gojo. And thank you, Bobby, for being here. How do I survive? What do you mean? Are you worried about protein? Is that it? That's not what people are often talking about. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Plants have all the protein you need. Yeah, it's very easy to survive. I eat so many delicious vegan foods. There's absolutely no reason to not be vegan. If you have anything to say right now, real quick, you guys who are here first, I'm going to try to read your comments. At the same time, though, I'm going to let my TikTok audience come in here. Okay, so what do we have here? Somebody says, why do I disrespect God? Well, because I just don't like God. I think God is cruel. Why should I respect somebody who is a monster? Right? Why do you respect a God who is a monster and trying to kill all of us and hurting the animals and not helping the animals? That's my question to you. I love Teto so much. Who's that? Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. That was a strange change of an address. Oh, hold on. Okay. They come in twos. It was a weird change of an address. Why did you write that? I don't know what you're talking about. Somebody else says that they eat cows. Well, I used to eat cows, and then I stopped because I realized it's cruel. So I'm going to put you in a timeout right away because it's really cruel for you to do that, okay? You can't come in here and talk about being mean to the animals. The whole point of the comment section is to encourage people to be kind. So that's what we're here to do. Okay, if you don't have the ability to be kind to the animals, if you don't have the ability to have empathy, then this is not the place for you. This is only a place for smart people and for kind people. I'm just being completely honest with you. It's just not a place for you if you're unable to have empathy. All right, hi everybody here on TikTok. If you want to come in and talk to me, you can. All you have to do is there's a box below and you can tap on it and you can come in and say hi to me. We're going to read some cards today. Today we're going to be focusing a little bit on the environment, the fuel intensive journey of meat. Why it is wasteful to eat meat, why it's not good, why we should strive to be vegan. So we have some cards here. I'm going to start off right away by you guys making sure you're tapping on the screen. If you care about the animals, good job, guys. You're already going without me even reminding you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Astronaut, for being here. Everybody, thank you also to Brenda, who just shared the live stream. Bobby, thank you very much for pressing the repost button. That's awesome, too. Somebody says, good morning, Miss Katie. So your name is Love Has Four Paws. Hi. Thanks for coming in. For me, it's not morning, though. For me, it is 2:22 in the afternoon here in Italy. What else do we have here? Somebody's writing, you're eating sunflower seeds. Well, that's nice. Good. That is something you can do, actually. You guys want to help in the comment section to help people to understand veganism. A very simple thing you can do is to simply write eat and then write the name of a healthy vegan food, a whole food. Example, eat apples, eat sunflower seeds, eat pumpkin seeds, eat broccoli, things like that. All right, eat peanut butter toast. You get it. All right, guys, so just keep doing that. That is a way to help the animals. Hi, Staffy. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Alex. Thanks, everybody, for coming here. I love broccoli. Okay, if you like broccoli, then that's good. The cheese part that you just wrote about, though, that's animal abuse. That means you're paying somebody to hurt baby cows. You're stealing them to steal the milk, which belongs to the baby cows. So what you should do is you should use some vegan cheese instead, or simply learn how to like broccoli without all those extra fats and calories that you don't need from cheese. All right, I know it seems weird, but you can actually get used to it. You just have to keep at it. We got somebody here whose name is Hudson, and Hudson wants to say hello, but Hudson has a very strange profile picture. Not sure I want to let you in. Guys, we're looking for some adults here. So I don't see any adults yet in the chat, although I do see, it seems like there are 47 people who want to come in and talk to me to read a card, which is great. I'm very proud of you guys for wanting to participate. But you have to be an adult to come in and talk to me. You have to be over 18. Let's look at this card here, guys. Resource intensity. Every step of the process compounds the energy expenditure. So this is what is wrong with meat. Meat is terrible for the environment. It causes a lot of pollution, and that's why we should all strive to be vegan. For instance, producing 1 pound of beef. Okay, picture 1 pound of beef right now. Can you picture it? You're holding it. A pound of beef is a dead animal. 1 pound of it requires 25 times more energy than 1 pound of plant-based protein like lentils or beans. So you're holding a beef and you're holding lentils and beans. It is so much better for the environment, so much easier to create the beans and the lentils than it is to create a pound of beef, which requires an immense amount of suffering and water use and land use. And no rodeo hats, please, guys. I don't want rodeo hats on my head. Thanks for wanting to interact with me, but I don't support the rodeo industry. All right, thank you, guys. I'm just going to say thanks already. We got a bunch of people who just subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Would you be able to read this card?
Hello.
Can you read this at the bottom here?
Sure. For instance, producing 1 pound of beef requires 25 times more energy than 1 pound of plant-based protein, like lentils or beans.
Okay, good. So now you've memorized something. You've memorized a fact. So you can say this to other people once you are on your vegan journey. You can memorize some easy, simple facts. So would you be able to say that in your own words?
I've been in the slide before.
Would you be able to say this in your own words right now, what you just read? You see, the point is not just to read the card, it's to internalize the message so you can go out into the world and share the knowledge, okay?
Okay.
Okay, would you like to try and see and remember what you just read?
Sure, I'll try.
Okay, what did you just read? Okay, look, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but you need to respond much quicker than that. You seem like, I don't know if you're on the toilet, I don't know if you're in bed, but you're not really present, okay? When you're here, you have to be sitting up straight and give me the same attention that I'm giving you. I ask you a question, you respond right away, okay? You can come back if you want to, but if I say to you, do remember what you said, remember you're here to be a vegan teacher, right? So you have to keep going. All right, you know what it's like. Students fall asleep if you don't keep the messages going. What about you guys over here? What do we have? I'll get another person in, don't worry. All right, guys, in the meantime, I want you to read this card at the end here. Right at the end part. Producing 1 pound of beef requires 25 times more energy than 1 pound of plant-based protein, like lentils or beans. Okay, memorize that fact. So when you come into the live stream and I say to you, have you memorized any facts? You'll be like, yes. I know some stuff. Okay? Good job. Isabel, thanks for being here. Thanks everyone for tapping on the screen. Yes, tofu doesn't scream, exactly. Somebody's asking, is it true that I'm a nurse? Yes. Is it true that I'm a teacher? Yes. Is it true that I'm a grandmother? Yes. Thank you guys for being in here. If you guys over here want me to respond to you, you can put a super chat on the screen and I will try to read your messages out loud. Okay, somebody says, you love my videos. Hey, thank you, the Fun Plush crew. Thank you very much for that. Somebody says they're planning to try the vegan Nutella. Yeah, I mean, the Nutella with the green lid is the one that's vegan. is the one that is not made from violence. The Nutella with the green lid is the one that is not made from abusing cows because there's no milk in it. However, let's not fool ourselves. It's like a junk food, right? Okay, so what you can do, I mean, I made some videos sort of pretending I'm eating it straight out of the jar, and okay, I wasn't really pretending. I sort of was, but but I don't really buy that stuff very often, okay? I think it's maybe the second time I've ever bought a jar like that. Let's go to the next person. Okay, next person here. Let me see. I've got 67 people here. I'm just trying to go through the list here to see if we have anybody here who looks like they could be they're an adult. And I don't really have anybody's names here, guys. You're going to have to rise to the top by putting a declaration on the screen so that you prove to me that I can bring you in. Okay, you have to be an adult. Okay, next card. Another facts. Okay, so we're learning about why being vegan is good for the planet. Being vegan is good for the planet, for the air, for the land, for the oceans. Absolutely it is. For every 100 calories fed to livestock, only about 3 to 12 calories are converted into edible meat. The rest is wasted as heat, metabolism, and waste. So just picture that, guys, right? You're feeding these cows. Okay, people are feeding the cows. It is much better to not have the cows and for us to eat the foods directly. Don't filter them through the cows because it's highly inefficient. Plus, it's abusing the cows to do that. It's raping them and forcing them to be pregnant. This is a concept that young people have a hard time with, and that's why I'm going to repeat it. Okay, so you have here, this is called the fuel-intensive journey of meat and why it's wasteful and why we should strive to be vegan. Feed conversion inefficiency. So it's not efficient to feed the animals and then to kill them. It is more efficient to not breed them, to not create them in the first place. The animals are not out there in the fields making love. It is humans that are breeding them. People don't know what the word breeding means. It means to force the mamas to be pregnant, steal the babies. And so that is a very terrible thing to do. It is not good for the planet, and it is not good for the animals. Animals are inefficient at converting feed into meat. Here's 100 calories. Can you see this? 100 calories of food go into this cow. It only produces 3 to 12 calories of meat. Can you see that? So what is the best thing to do? Be vegan. That's right. You should be vegan, all right? So let's memorize. This is another fact. All right, let's go and see who is here. Oh, thank you, guys. By the way, I just got a message that a bunch of you guys just subscribed to my channel. I'm going to scroll back to see if I can say thank you. If you subscribe right now, I'm going to read your names out loud because I'm very, very proud of you guys for being here, and I want to make sure that I thank you for being here. All right, so if you just subscribe now, let me just read your names. Okay, we have Soph, we have Unknown, we have Deputy, thank you for being here. We have T-Real Zesty, who shared the live. Thank you to the people who are following, but whose names I cannot read because you don't have proper names. We have Deacon, we have Jonathan. Thank you, Avi, for following. The person who is writing the words R-A-P-E animals, I'm going to block you right now. So you are muted. You're never allowed to write again because we're here. The comment section is a place to be kind, not cruel. That is the point of the comment section. Let's go over here and listen to this song for a second, just to ground you guys so you understand why we are vegan. We are vegan. Eat cow's milk or eat cheese. Don't eat cow's milk or eat cheese. Listen to the song. Each time you drink cow's milk or eat cheese, you pay someone to kidnap a baby cow from his crying mother and kill him so humans can steal the milk that belonged to her baby. Where the hell is your empathy? This is why we are vegan. We don't think it's okay to abuse cows or their babies. Let's listen one more time. Each time you drink cow's milk or eat cheese, you pay someone to kidnap a baby cow from his crying mother and kill him so humans can steal the milk that belonged to her baby. Where the hell is your empathy? Thank you for listening, guys. If you want to watch that video, it's on my TikTok channel. That's a song that I composed, and you see a mother cow, and the farmer is stealing her baby, and she is chasing after the truck on this road, and she is absolutely heartbroken and devastated, and the baby cow is going to be killed because that is what they do in these industries. It is really horrific, and I am so sorry to young people who have to learn this from me. I'd rather not be the one telling you the truth, but you have to know the truth. It's important. Otherwise, you cannot help to change the planet and to change humanity and the course that we are headed towards. Being vegan is best for the planet. It's really good for our health. And it is also, of course, an animal justice issue. All right, let's get to the next person in. If you want to come in and read a card, remember that you have to be over 18 and you have to be in an area that's quiet. All right? Okay, if you're not ready to do, hey, thank you, Sebastian, for the little cute thing with the cool dude glasses. Thank you also to Dahlia for the little decorations here. Thank you everyone who's tapping on the screen. We have 6,800 taps. Take your finger right now and keep on tapping. Tap all over the place. Tap on this cute little baby pig and say, I'm so sorry I ate bacon. I promise not to eat bacon anymore. Oh, we have a super chat over here on my YouTube channel. Let me see who this is from. This is from somebody named Charlie the Beardy. Now, Charlie, it donated $19.99, which is very generous. Thank you, Charlie. And this is what he wrote. We have a very invasive bird who is eating and killing plants, and we kill it to keep the plants safe. I don't know who you're talking about, Charlie. Where are you in the world? What country are you in? And what is this invasive bird that you are killing? And why do you think that this bird is invasive? What did humans do to create this problem in the first place? Because whenever there is an imbalance, it is because humans did something. Now, maybe they took away the natural predators. I don't know. And what kind of plants are you talking about, Charlie? What is this type of, which country are you in? What kind of a bird is this, Charlie? And what exactly are you talking about when you say that this bird is eating the plants? Birds have a right to eat. They have a right to survive. So I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks for the donation, but please write something a little bit more detailed if you can, because I'm not sure what the point was. Did you want me to respond to your comment in some way? Because I can't really do that unless you give me more information, okay? Thanks a lot for the super chat. So guys, you can see that if you want me to respond to you, write a super chat in. It's going to freeze on the screen. The yellow ones and the orange ones stay a little bit longer. Oh, hold on a second, guys, over on TikTok. You guys keep on tapping. Look up here. You see there's a bar, right? When you tap, guys, tap right now. Tap on the screen and you see all the little red hearts. Tap all over this little sweetie. Say you're sorry that you hurt the animals, and you're going to see a red bar. And then tap as fast as you can, like really, 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 really fast. And then when you stop, write the number that you got. The most I ever got was 400 and something like that. Can't remember what. All right, we got another super chat here. Let me just read this. Somebody named Kisa Spirit Wolf gave a $5 donation over here on YouTube. How generous of you. Thank you, Keisha. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Maybe it's Kisa. It's like Lisa, but with a K. And she writes, love your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you very much for the donation as well. That's very kind of you to support my work here. I'm going to press a heart on your comment and a thumbs up. And guys, we're going to put a bunch of K's in the chat to say thank you. You guys over here on YouTube and here, because we have somebody named Kisa who supports our work here, and that's amazing. Let's put some K's in. And also K happens to stand for kiwis. K also stands for kale. So let's put the K's in the chat, guys, to say thank you. Good work. Thank you, little duck. Thank you for the K's. Also, we have Noah over here, guys. Noah just put a decoration in, so let's put some N's in the chat for Noah, because Noah just put some confetti here. Noah, thank you very much. No, we are not going to be supporting anyone who puts rodeo hats, though. We want nothing to do with the rodeo industry. Don't put rodeo hats on my head. Rodeo abuse animals and children. Terrible people, rodeo people, bring their children to watch this spectacle of grown-ass men hurting animals, abusing them, thereby desensitizing the children. It is animal abuse and it is child abuse. Rodeos are places of hell for the animals. They didn't consent to being there. The horses do not want a human on their back. They don't want to be kicked. They don't want to be whipped. They want to be told where to go. They definitely don't want to be forced to charge into a baby cow and have the asshole on their backs lasso this baby cow. The poor horses want nothing to do with your abuse. Shame on you, rodeo people. Absolutely disgusting. Now, Noah, I was going to let you in because you did put some confetti, but then you also put a rodeo hat on my head, so that cancels that out. All right? No more N's in the chat, guys. We're not supporting Noah until he changes. We do have somebody named Zach here who wants to come in and read. Now, Zach is, hi, I do food reviews for companies and products. Review my follower goal. All right, you don't have proper sentences here, Zach. You don't have a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence. You need a period in the middle. So I don't think you're a very serious person who does food reviews, because your whole bio, it doesn't even show that you can write a proper sentence. So Zach, I'm going to move on and go to Luke. Luke wants to talk to me. What is Luke saying? Luke has 50 followers and writes, Jesus Christ is king. Well, let's talk some sense into Luke, shall we? Let's see if Luke is going to be a kind Christian or a mean Christian. A lot of these Christians are quite mean. Hi, Luke. Are you a kind Christian or a mean Christian?
I'm a kind one.
Awesome. Do you see this little pig?
Yep, the pig.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to sit still and not move. Put your phone somewhere and don't touch it, okay?
All right.
Okay. Okay, where are you in the world?
California.
Okay, cool. All right, so California. Here I'm in Italy. It is 20 to 3 in the afternoon. For you in California, it's early morning, isn't it?
Yeah, I just woke up.
All right. Okay. All right. So you're a Christian person. So why did you choose to be Christian? Is because you read in the Bible that you shouldn't kill and you shouldn't steal, and you thought, wow, those are good commandments. I want to be a Christian.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. I need you to stop shifting around. All right. You cannot move at all. It has to be completely quiet. All right. So what do you think? What do you think about the two passages in the Bible that clearly say, don't kill and don't steal? I assume you never eat chickens, right? Because you wouldn't want to be somebody who pays people to kill the chickens or to steal their wings, correct?
Yep.
All right, so are you vegan?
No, not really.
Okay, so why are you an animal abuser?
I'm not. I'm a pescatarian, so I don't abuse animals.
Okay, what do you think a pescatarian means?
The only meat or anything that you consume has to do with animals is only fish.
You mean
So,
you?
the only thing-
You mean you? Because you said
What do
meat.
you mean?
Right. So so you think that it's okay to abuse fish?
No, it's not.
So how do you not abuse fish? You take them out of their home, which would be the equivalent of me taking you by the head, shoving you underwater for a terrifying death. This is what you pay people to do. You're okay with that?
Well, fish can't feel pain.
Well,
if
that's
you're aware.
bullshit. How do you ever come to such an ignorant conclusion? Because let me guess, you want to eat the fish, so you're going to pretend that they don't feel pain. Would you have been the kind of person who would have abused black people in the olden days because, like, hey, they're less than us? Is that what you would have thought? Would you have abused them too? Do you also think that women don't feel pain? Like, where do you get this crazy idea? The fish is flailing around. Have you ever been able to just walk up to a fish and the fish comes to you directly? Like, and you squish it and the fish doesn't freak the fuck out? Come on, dude.
No.
Dude, Dude, fish,
Google
I'm going to tell you a
states
fact. I'm going to tell you a fact, okay? Fish feel pain. There. Now you know. And now I want you to be a good Christian and do not eat fish anymore.
But they don't feel pain.
Okay, so you think I'm lying here, right? What would be my reason to lie?
What would be my reason to lie?
I just
about them
told
not
you because you want to eat fish. You don't care about sentience.
Well,
Fish are
there's
sentient.
a reason that fish are the only animals that I eat because they're the only ones that don't feel pain.
Well, now you know the truth. So now you can be vegan. Congratulations. And also thank you very much for not drinking cow's milk. Wonderful. Guys, we just have a new vegan here. He just found out the truth. Fish feel pain. Cows feel pain. Cows don't want their babies stolen. And so stop being a pescatarian. Stop being a creep. Be vegan from now on. I have another super chat here. Let me just read this out loud. This is from Kisa again. Kisa, Spirit Wolf. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate the $10 donation here. Thank you for supporting my work. Thank you very much, Kisa. Guys, we're going to put more Ks in the chat. We're not putting up with religious people who refuse to look at the truth. This guy who was just here, he puts headphones on, he puts blinders on his eyes. He's like, oh no, fish don't feel pain. And when I ask, why do you think that they are trying to get away when you catch them? What do you think his answer is? Fish feel pain. Everybody knows this. Every scientist knows this. Anybody who has been born knows this. My 6-year-old granddaughter knows that fish feel pain. If she saw somebody fishing, she would be like, what are they doing? Can't they see the fish flailing around? The fish wants to go back in the water. And I'm like, yes, sweetie, you're right. You are smart. You are very perceptive. Fish feel pain. They don't want to die. They don't want to be eaten. They don't want to cry. Let's go to the next person here. Oh, hold on. Before we do, though, we're going to be saying thank you to everybody who just subscribed to the channel over here. Thank you, guys. I noticed not a lot of people are coming in. I'm going to read your names out loud. CB, thank you for the rose. Sebastian, thank you for the little kitten. Thank you also to the person who put, I don't know what that is. It's too small, but it's a little decoration. Thank you to Dean, who just put a little rose. And thank you to Bailey for the little rose. Let me also say thank you to everybody who's subscribing and reposting the live stream. If you know some Christians right now, share the live stream with them. Share the live stream with them because all real Christians are vegan because it clearly says in the Bible, don't kill and don't steal. If you're eating fish, you have stolen someone's life. If you eat fish, you are paying people to hurt them, to kill them. And none of that is okay. Fish belong in the water. That's their home. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Thank you for sharing the live stream, guys. And I'm doing my best to read your names out loud. Peter, Samantha, thank you. Sunflower, thank you for being here. Madoka, thank you for being here. Hey, Dylan, nice to see you. Michael Jackson is here. Michael Jackson says he's Christian. And you know what that means? It means he must be vegan. Because it clearly says in the Bible, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. You know what that means. Be vegan at every meal. Let's sing it again, everyone, together. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. You know what that means. Be vegan at every meal. Be vegan. That's right. That's what, if you believe in God, if you believe in heaven, you think God is nice, that's what he wants you to do, not hurt the creatures on this planet. Let's see who's next. We have somebody whose name is Zach, who is next. Let me see if Zach is able to read a card.
Hello.
Were you just here?
Yeah, I was before.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to give somebody else a chance, unless you have something nice to say about the animals. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to let you go because there's a big background sound, okay? Sorry about that. I pressed the button by accident, and I meant to go to the next person, okay? Let's just go whoever's new on the list. Thank you guys so much for being kind to the animals and for protecting them. You guys over here on YouTube, what are you guys writing? Somebody says Jesus ate fish. Well, then he wasn't a very nice person, was he? Hi, welcome.
Hello,
Hi. Where are you in the world?
I'm in Australia.
Right. What time is it?
Currently, it is 10:48. How about you?
It is 10 to 3 in the afternoon. So for you, it's 10:48. You have to tell everyone at night.
Yes, my apologies. It's not very common for us to hear.
Okay, well, what do you call it? What do you mean? Do you
We
use
normally just say 9:45.
Okay, no, but yeah, but we don't know if it's. You see, the whole purpose of us to say the time is to remind people that we're not the center of the universe. We are all in different time zones here. Okay, so that's why I ask people. So if you say it's 10 o'clock at night, people don't know if that's morning or if it's night unless you specify that it's night. Okay?
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'll change my ways.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I'm just explaining to you why I ask. All right. So right now in Australia, it is almost the next day. Here we are Thursday, but for you guys in a couple of hours, it's going to be Friday. All right. Are you ready to look at a card and to help to teach the class?
Sure.
Okay. What do you see in this picture?
That is a little chicken going into what I assume is a meat grinder. It's not very clear for me. My phone is very bad.
Yeah, this is a little baby chick, and the baby chick is a boy. Do you know why they only kill the boys in the egg industry?
No.
Because the boys will never grow up to be able to produce eggs, so they consider them to be useless.
Then again, you're gonna need the male fertilizer for the female's chicken's eggs so that it can produce.
They
the
are
egg.
different types of birds. They are different types of chickens. So there's the egg industry where all they care about is the females. And then there is the industry where they eat the chickens, and that's different. All right. Thanks for coming in and reading a card. You did a great job. And thanks for that comment. It shows me that I have to explain that better next time. All right. Good job, everyone. Guys, I'm really warm here in Italy. I have no air conditioning and it is so hot today. But thank you guys for coming in. Let's see what else we have here. On my YouTube channel, we have somebody who just wrote, yummy, yummy. Oh, you must be eating vegan food. Thank you for that beautiful comment. What else do we have here? You want to join? Yes, you can come in, guys. I'm going to look at who's subscribing here. Hey, Suzanne. Thank you for subscribing. Hi, James. Thanks for being here. Joseph, thank you also for being here. And thank you for spamming the vegan meat. That's really kind of you. What else do we have? We have all kinds of nice people here. Let me try and stop you. Hey, guys, keep on tapping on the screen, by the way. Look at that. You look at the number you guys got up to. You see there on the top left? Keep on tapping and try to beat your own record. We're going to continue here. We went over, in case you're new here, I'm Miss Katie, if you've never seen me before. Thank you very much. Hey, Cody, thanks for subscribing. Thank you, Alexander, for subscribing. Thank you guys very much. Also, Tamara, Mario, thank you so much for being here. And thank you to Yusef and 48V Kid and somebody named Jamie. You guys, thank you so much. You have some funny names, I must say. So guys, I have been vegan for 10 years. That means I don't eat any animal products. I don't steal from animals. And it is important for us not to steal from animals because we wouldn't want anybody to steal anything from us. So if we are eating bacon, what have we stolen? If we're eating bacon, what have we stolen? We stole somebody's life. We stole their freedom. Pigs do not want to turn into bacon. They want to live. Pigs do not want to turn into pepperoni on your pizza. And you can be very, very healthy and happy by eating all the other foods. Thank you guys over here. Guys, over on my TikTok, on my YouTube channel, by the way. If you're vegan, make sure that you post a whole bunch of different fruits and vegetables. You can put 200 characters. You know how you put the little decorations? Feel free to do that because it really brightens it up here. Usually we have about 3 or 4 people doing that today, and I noticed nobody's doing it yet. We've got some of the main people who are not doing it. If you're vegan, go ahead and do that, or if you just want to be kind to the animals and to help support the channel. Thanks, guys. All right, we've got Skyla. Thank you for the bees, Skyla. Which is a reminder, guys, vegans don't eat honey because honey is stolen from bees. Vegans are not bullies. Vegans are not mean like God. God is very mean. He bullies a lot of animals. He's created a lot of animals. He's created bullies on purpose. Vegans are kinder than God because we are trying to protect the animals. For example, God created lions. Lions are animals who are bullies. They murder, rip to shreds baby zebras in front of their crying mothers. That was a very mean thing of God to do. No rodeo hats on my head, TikTok. Don't do that. Let's be kind to the animals, everyone. Hi, Gavin. Guys, look at that. You got up to 40,000 likes. Let's keep tapping. Keep on tapping on the screen, guys. Tap as fast as you can all over the place. Let me show you another little cute animal. This is a little cow. Cows should not be cut into pieces and put on styrofoam in stores. That's mean. Cows want to live. Cows don't want to be hung upside down and have their heads cut off and bleed. Cows feel pain. And cows are just like big puppies. They deserve love. Thank you guys also. I noticed a bunch of hearts here on the side here. Thanks, guys. Good work, everyone. Vegans, you are doing awesome. Keep on tapping on the screen. Let's go to the next person here. I noticed that there are, once again, there's not enough adults in the chat, guys. There's 103 of you, but it looks like almost all of you are kids. So I'm going to have to, let me see here what we have. If you want to go to the top, you have to be kind to the animals. You have to be kind by showing that you are putting a decoration on the screen that reflects your age, okay? So please do that. Oh, thanks for reposting. Amanda just reposted. Awesome. Yeah, if you want to write a question down, you can do that. By the way, guys, on TikTok, if you guys want to put questions down, you can come over to my YouTube channel, which is called That Vegan Teacher. I have 2 cameras going right now. I have YouTube over here and I have TikTok over here. YouTube right now has 659 people watching and TikTok has 865. So if you want to see what's going on YouTube, go and check it out. How do I read a card, says Wania. So Wania, to read a card, you have to join my TikTok channel and it's called Music by That Vegan Teacher. And you just press a button for live streams and you'll find me right now. I suggest that you guys stay here though, because if you put a super chat here, it's much easier for me to read it. All right, guys, let's go to the next person here. I'm going to actually tap on somebody whose name is Thomas. Even though he's not at the top of the list, Thomas has kind of like an interesting picture that shows.
Hello.
Hi, Thomas. What is the image you have there on your channel?
Oh, it's just a picture of the sun.
All right, a picture of the sun. So, Thomas, are you a nice person?
Yeah.
All right. Are you able to read, Thomas?
Yes.
All right. I'm just going to get you to read this real quick. This is vet approved vegan dog food. This is what I feed my dog Bella. Can you read this?
This is what vet-approved vegan dog food looks like. It has taurine in it. Google it.
Right. All right. So, do you think that it would be better to buy dog food like this or to pay people to murder animals and turn them into dog food?
Probably buy the kibble food instead.
Yeah. Well, this is vegan kibble. The kibble means like little pieces. You can have dog food that looks very similar, but it's made out of dead animals. And so what you can do, guys, everybody who has a pet dog, what you can do is order vegan vet-approved dog food. Now, I'm not saying that you should be feeding your dog only fruits and vegetables or stuff like that, okay? Those should be treats. The main thing your dog should eat is something like this, vet-approved vegan kibble. And then you're going to feel really good because you're going to know in your heart that you help to save animals. All right. Okay, so did you learn any of these facts that we were reading before, Thomas? I'm just going to get you to read this one more time. We're talking about the planet and why veganism is good for the planet. Can you read just this bottom part here?
For instance, producing 1 pound of beef requires 25 times more energy than 1 pound of plant-based protein like lentils or beans.
All right. So could you say that in your own words if I remove the card?
Yes, like producing 1 kilogram of beef requires like a lot of kilograms of water than beef.
Okay, so let's look at that again, okay? Producing 1 pound of beef, you can picture it in your hand, right? And then you, on the
Yeah.
other hand, you have 1 pound of lentils and beans, let's say, mixed together, right?
Yeah.
Which one is better for the planet, for us to create?
I mean lentils and beans because it requires less energy.
Yeah, how much less energy?
25 times.
That's right, 25 times more. So if you care about the environment, if you're an environmentalist, should you be vegan?
Yes.
Yeah. So people who go, and they talk about the planet, save the oceans, they are hypocrites if they are not themselves being vegan, because you absolutely have to be vegan as a moral baseline. Let's look at another one, okay? Thomas, since you're doing such a great job. Guys, I want you to tap on the screen 100 times each for Thomas here, because it seems like he's a polite man and he's really trying to help teach the class here. All right? Good work, everyone.
Also, can I ask you a question after I read this card?
Sure. All right.
Can I ask a question?
Let's look just at the bottom here, okay, Thomas?
Yes. For every 100 calories fed to livestock, only about 3 to 12 calories are converted into edible meat. The rest is wasted as heat, metabolism, and waste.
Right? So what do you see in this image here? You see a cow. What's written above?
100 calories in feed.
And then you see some food there, like some food that the cow is going to eat or that we could eat. 3 to 12 calories is what you get out of it. So in other words, it is really just so much better to just eat the plants and not filter them through the animals first.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to say?
My question.
Yeah, you can ask your question.
Because I noticed that because I used to be on your live streams a lot, and I noticed that you had a green flower background behind you. What was that one? I was just curious because you had a green background on your old live streams a few months ago. Because I used to be in your live streams.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
I'm just curious, what happened to that green background? I remember you had that one, and it was more colourful. I was just curious.
Okay, wait.
I think it was in Canada.
You liked the other background better?
Yeah, it was. I think it was in Canada or something.
Yes, it's actually just a wall and it has some flowers on it. I don't know if it's actually more colorful. Actually, no, you're right. At the end, that's right. I did put some things and there's more things there that I can use magnets to hang stuff up. So you prefer that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, it's a different place.
And are you Italian then? Because you were saying that you're based in Italy. Are you Canadian or Italian? Because
I'm born in Canada. I'm a Canadian citizen. I'm married to an Italian man. And we're here in Italy taking care of his mom. She's 86 years old. So we come in and we leave here part-time and also part-time in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you'd like to say about being vegan?
It's healthy, and I mean, I was told this one. So animals.
Hold on, I can't hear you. You're shifting and it sounds very noisy to us. Don't move. Okay, hold on. You know what? I can't, Thomas, I can't hear you. So I'm going to go to the next person actually, okay? Because there's a lot of people waiting. But thank you so much. Guys, let's give him a check mark, okay? Check mark for Thomas. Everyone tap on the screen. Tap on the check mark for Thomas. Yay, Thomas. He read the cards well. He showed some curiosity and he was very polite. So this is an example of what you guys can do. The only problem with Thomas is at the end, there was some noise there. Sometimes people don't realize that they're handling their phone and moving it around. It sounds really loud in our ears, but it doesn't to him. Okay, good job, guys. Press on the check mark. And remember, guys, tofu doesn't scream. So Google some vegan recipes with tofu. That's right, get used to eating tofu. It is so good for you. It is full of protein. Hold on one second. Before we go to the next thing, I'm going to play a tofu song, guys, to help to inspire you. Now, if you try tofu one way, don't give up. Don't just say, oh, I don't like tofu. Don't just eat it straight out of the packet. There's lots and lots of different recipes that you can eat that have tofu. What is this thing here? Please connect your display link device. What does that mean? I don't know what this is. There's a message here on my screen. Hopefully it'll let me play a song anyway. Tofu, I love you. Tofu. Tofu, I love you. You're delicious and nutritious. Tofu, I love you. go, guys. Take some deep breaths in. Relax. Tofu, I love you. You're delicious and nutritious. Tofu, I love you. You're healthy for my body. Tofu, I love you. There you go, guys. Tofu. Tofu's a wonderful thing to eat. I'm going to stop that. I was going to just keep going in a big circle. Tofu is good for you. It is healthy for you. Make sure that you buy some tofu. But if for some reason you don't like it, you Google at the top here, or you do the search, you write delicious tofu recipes. And you know how good people are at making videos, right? They're very creative. They make these beautiful videos. They make everything look so good. Sizzling tofu, crispy tofu, tofu that replaces a hamburger meat in a bun. It's all kinds of things. You can put it in an air fryer. You can make it like almost like French fries. Like there's so many. You can also make tofu taste like chocolate pudding. Like, what's not to love? What I do with tofu is I take the block and I crumple it up. I just crumple it into whatever I'm eating and mix it up. It gives extra protein and it is not very expensive. And it just picks up whatever flavors I'm already eating. It's wonderful. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next person here. We have somebody named Chloe who wants to come in. If you guys want to come in, you have to put your name down in the list. If you want to jump to the top of the list, you put a swan on the screen, or you put some sort of another animal, like a dancing teddy bear or something like that. And you'll go to the very top of the list. Because right now, there are 105 people who want to speak to me. Hi, Chloe.
Hi, I was on the live yesterday. I didn't actually get to ask my question.
All right. Oh, great. So I'm glad that you came back. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Let's just continue, though, to teach a little bit more. We're talking about the fuel-intensive journey of meat, why it's wasteful, why we should strive to be vegan. Can you read this?
Do you want me to... Pardon?
Cumulative. You can read here. Cumulative.
I can't quite see that.
Cumulative
energy waste. Each stage in the process introduces inefficiencies. Instead of directly consuming plant calories, a large portion is sent fueling the intermediate
Wait a minute.
steps.
It says, hold on. It says spent in quotations. So we're going to read it really slowly to make sure that people here on YouTube who are just listening and cannot see the card are really going to understand the message. Remember, your job here is to teach it, not just to read it quickly. Okay?
Okay.
So instead of
directly consuming plant calories, a large proportion is in quotations.
Okay, it doesn't
spent.
actually say proportion, and I'm not being mean to be picky. I'm not being picky to be mean here, but it literally doesn't say proportion. And when you see it, you're going to be like, okay, why did I say that if it's not there? Okay?
Right, it's not entirely clear.
Instead of directly
Consuming plant calories, a large proportion is...
let's do that again. It doesn't actually say proportion. It doesn't say that. Let's try again. Look for the word and read what it says, okay? It's not the end of the world, but the reason I'm pointing it out is because if it was me, I would want you to point it out to me. Because it shows how much our brains play tricks with us. Maybe when you're reading other things, like maybe one day you might be reading a contract, an important contract that you're signing. Let's say you're renting an apartment, and you might read the wrong thing, and you sign your name on something, and you're like, what the fuck? They'll be like, well, you read it. Okay, so I'm trying to help you here.
Okay, fair enough.
Instead of
directly consuming plant calories, a large portion...
There you go! You did it. Good. You see, you almost for the third time said proportion. But look at it. It's funny, right? It says portion.
Yep.
Okay, keep going.
Portion is spent fueling the intermediate steps in meat production.
All right. So basically a lot of energy goes into creating these cows. Originally the bulls are masturbated, the females are pinned down, forced to be pregnant. This is all sexual assault. This is bestiality. This is disgusting. We do this because humans want to be in charge. They want to decide what the cows should look like. They want to breed them into existence. It's evil and wrong, and it's also terrible for the environment. Okay, your turn.
Yeah, I had a question, if that's all right. You obviously have gotten a lot of scrutiny on social media and within the media itself for the things that you have said in the past and currently say today, especially against creators such as Call Me Chris and Sniper Wolf, and a lot of the things you say have been highly controversial. Have you ever considered a kinder approach to spreading your beliefs about veganism? Or
What is controversial? Give me an example. I don't actually believe that anything I've said is ever controversial. I'm just talking about facts. And
Okay,
I'm out there. But go ahead.
For example, comparing the animal industry and the farming industry to the Holocaust, which is a highly controversial statement that you have made in the past and continue to make today.
Okay, so why do you think it is controversial?
Well, speaking as someone who is half Jewish themselves.
What does that have to do with anything?
As in, I've got my family's history as being in the Holocaust and a few family members who were sent to Auschwitz.
Mm-hmm. So you know it's terrible, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I could not agree more. However, I do not think it's comparable to the farming industry.
You're absolutely right, because the farming industry is far worse than what's going on or what happened in the past. Because what happened in the past to the humans stopped. We found the terrible leader named Hitler. He is no longer here, and there are no humans going into gas chambers anymore. Would you like to know how many billions of animals are continuing to be gassed to death right now? Do you realize that this continues to happen? Are you okay with it, or do you think it's evil and wrong?
I believe it is a completely different
I asked you a question. Do you think it is evil and wrong, or are you okay with this happening? This is what's happening right now. Every time that you eat bacon, sausage, or ham, you are paying people to routinely, legally, torture innocent animals by the billions. This is a baby pig. When they are born, they are castrated without consent or pain relief. Their tails are cut off. Their teeth are cut off. This is a baby alive right now. Do you think that's okay? You know what? I'm going to just assume that you think it's terrible and that you now understand why I want it to end. As a person who says that you are of Jewish descent, you of all people should be against this mass torture of these innocent beings. They are lowered into gas chambers for having committed no crimes, just as the Jewish people were holocausted in the past. What part of that do you not get? All Jewish people who are against what happened should make the link. Now, the thing is, many Jewish people are vegan because of what happened. They're thinking to themselves, holy shit. During World War II, they put stamps on us with a number. What happens to the animals right now? That's what happens. They're born. A number is clipped into their ear or it's spray painted on their back. How can you not see this? How can you not see? The animal holocaust is the worst holocaust in history of all of the holocausts because it is still going on right now. 3 times a day. So many people betray the animals, commodify them, enslave them, use them, abuse them, steal their eggs from them, steal their meat from them, their body parts, in other words, steal their milk from them, rip off their skin, turn them into saddles, put them on the backs of horses, sit their asses on the horses. Horses don't want dead cows on their backs. Do you not see how, as a person who is supposedly of Jewish descent, that you must be vegan. And you should never, ever say that one Holocaust, meaning the one that happened to the humans, was worse, because it's simply not true. If there was a way to measure pain, suffering, agony, death, torture, bloodshed, lowering of individuals into gas chambers, the animal Holocaust is the worst Holocaust of all time. Thank you, whoever put that on my head. I don't know what it was, but thank you very much for that. And now we'll take some time to listen to a song called Be Vegan and Not Violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy, have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy, have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. Thank you everybody for being here. I have been Miss Katie, That Vegan Teacher. Our live stream is over now. Thank you everybody who subscribed. Thank you everyone who's been sharing the live stream. If you care about animals, I encourage you to subscribe and press the notification bell. If you don't care about animals and you are a selfish person who thinks it's okay to harm others, to enslave others, to treat animals like commodities, if you don't get that they are sentient and want to live, you are not supposed to be here. I cannot make your heart grow bigger. I cannot make your brain grow more brain cells. That's up to you. You, if you come here with an open heart and an open mind, you will be vegan in a very short time. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. You got to get the message in your head. You have to get the message in your heart. All of you have been at the right place to start, and I thank you so much for your participation here today. I wish you all a good rest of the next few hours. I will be back doing another live stream. I have a meeting now. So I'm going to give everybody a hug who has been striving to be as vegan as possible. And I want to remind you of one thing. If you ever think that I am too harsh, I want to remind you how I became vegan. I became vegan by somebody telling me exactly the way it is. I became vegan by somebody telling me straight out, if you're not vegan, you're an animal abuser. I needed it to be told to me that way. I needed to hear it that way. And that is how I became vegan. And that is how I became an animal rights activist. Everybody learns in different ways. Some people will immediately become vegan. Just seeing a picture again if they do this to the baby pigs. I never ever want to eat sausage again, and they will do it. They will follow through and be vegan. Other people need to be shaken. They need to be yelled at because we're all different. We all learn differently. And remember, I cannot see you. You see me, but I don't see you. If I was teaching in a classroom right now, I would be able to see your eyes, and I would know exactly how you need to be talked to and how you need to be talked to. But since I can't see you, I try all different approaches to get the message across. Sometimes I'm very harsh and I almost seem angry. I mean, I am sometimes angry, but anger is just a camouflage for sadness. Underneath anger is always sadness because you see unfairness. Thank you for listening. Guys on YouTube, I'll see you in a few hours. Big hug to you guys. Thanks for striving to be as vegan as possible.